So this is going to be a quick demo of the stupid particles I made, and by stupid I mean, yeah, I don't know. So right here is a on-hit blind effect. Where the side is front, the side is back. Over here are my still very much work in progress hit effects. Just looked better whenever exposure was still anything, but I cannot seem to find exposure in here other than auto exposure. I'm going to have enabled because I forgot to enable it. And I'm going to have to re-enable it later, but I don't even remember what this was over here. Yeah, I don't even remember. There's something over there. So over here is a fire effect that I had for like just fire being on the ground. Like from a Molotov or an incendiary grenade of some kind. This one is a different fire specifically made for being attached to a player, which has a less intense thing. But it could be thrown onto every single part of the player, and it would be rather ridiculous. And just because why not, I'm just going to copy all of this, go into my character. This is going to be completely overboard, and I don't think it was ever intended to be thrown onto this many parts at once, but yeah. It's not exactly meant for it, but it still looks relatively nice. So, yeah, inheriting velocity. Looks oddly satisfying, though. Well, I cannot seem to undo that, so I'll just relaunch. Just so I don't have any of that in the way, and I'm going to rename auto exposure, because I forgot to do that. Right here is just a random thing that I have to where it just changes between different skin tones, because it just picks a random number, I throw that number into a formula, and it gives you a random skin tone. I might use more things with that at some point, but I don't know. This one is an old muzzle flash specifically for a muzzle brake. It looks like crap. Right here is the better muzzle flash, which actually has little bits, which are from a texture. Like just a single texture that has a lot of dots, basically just thrown at it to make it look like extra sparks and debris flying out of the muzzle. And also it helps with making it to where it still looks like it's nice from the side view. Over here are probably my favorite things. The explosions. This one's supposed to be a hash shell, or a high explosive squash head. Also ignore the two explosions over there. I don't remember if that one was supposed to be anything in particular, but the one over there is a very old frag explosion. And over here is a heat shell. I don't even remember what this thing is right here. I right now. This was me trying to figure out minute work stuff. Yeah, I don't even know if it even is of any use, but there's a heat shell. Particles are not too agreeable because it looks like there's like some kind of like weird effect afterwards, but well, I think I had something. Oh, here's a bullet tracer effect, which this is pretty much accurate size of, I think it, right there, I think it was, and the measurements I was using for this was one stud equals 10 inches. Let's see here, what is the size of this? 0.25. And 762 would be right around 0.02, and not 0.02, 0.03. So yeah, this is a little bit thinner. This is actually probably would be right around the same as, no, 556 would be 0.2, 0.0223. Old revolver. That is, sadly has no smooth shading because I only had just recently figured out smooth shading. Is there anything over here of note other than just random props I'm going to use at some point? there is this, which is using a much older thing. Kind of looks like it could be used for a jet engine. That one's still kind of outdated. That's unanchored. I don't remember. I think I had something somewhere for a laser effect. I'm guessing that's not. Yeah, oh, there it is. Found it. Which is using a particle thing. It just took entirely too long to make. Also, I think I also throw a mesh at it just in case the particles not appear, but the particles help with giving it a effect as if it was going through some dust in the air. It's extremely tiny. I doubt it's going to even appear on any screens that are like 720p. Because it's about 1 to 2 pixels wide on my monitor. Over there's discount flashbang effect I still need to make a script for. And now I guess I'll make it be nighttime just so then I can get a thing. I'll have auto exposure despite it being truly awful at nighttime. I'm still debating whether or not to even use auto exposure. Because even nighttime this looks awful. You know, the script should be forcing this to fairly well. I could see if I could modify the formula to make it this even lower. Now I'll just have auto exposure off, which will make everything not all visible. I don't even remember. Yeah, the explosions don't look entirely all that good at night because you can't see the smoke. There's still muzzle flash, which looks fantastic at night. Fire looks, both of them look awful currently because the exposure. Because I remember I had no exposure, or no auto exposure, well, just had the exposure increased. Also, I forgot that I have a headlight. Or my face emits light, but I can't really see the glow effect. Here, so does this even pick up the thing? Do they inherit light? Yep. No idea why they're not becoming visible. Probably because there's not much light. Oh. I guess that is it for the most part. I'm gonna go over here and check over here. Oh, here's the thing. So just a... I don't even remember what that is supposed to be. I think that's just the thing that I use to get my light. Which I remember with Future is Bright, whenever I had the increased exposure. I don't even remember what I had it set to, but it worked with the light. Also, I forgot, this Future's Bright, I can make the light even further, but this is going on for too long, so I'm just gonna end this.